Yo, alright, so I'm guessing a lot of people are wondering where I'm at. If you care to watch, of course. Wondering where I'm at and wondering why I've been gone, why I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks, even though I'm supposed to upload one every week. I was really consistent with it, but then I stopped. So allow me to explain. I am still a college student, full-time college student, and I started this job that I didn't really like, but it was paying me a good amount of money, but I didn't last long there. And I appreciate the opportunity that they gave me, but it just wasn't a fit for me, But that's besides the point. We're back. Notice anything different? Yeah, I got my lips done. Notice the difference? But realistically, no, I just decided to put some frames on in order to protect my eyes because I be editing, into the late night, and I just noticed that the blue light that these screens emit can really cause some damage to my eye. So I'm just, trying to protect my eyes a little bit. You feel me? But anyway, you're not here to hear me talk. You're here to hear the story, right? So today's story is, I like to call it the Nate Robinson Challenge. You'll understand why it is I call it the Nate Robinson Challenge as the story progresses. All right, but let's get started. So this took place at West End Middle School. As you already know, as I've already talked about in one of my stories, the time that I friend-zoned myself, a lot of people got into a lot of weird shit at West End. You know what I'm saying? Like, some weird individuals, some weird freaky individuals,
Weirdos.
Just in general.
Creeps.
And you'll hear another story about West End Middle School. I believe it'll be coming out after this one. I'm gonna call it the boxing debut. Right, that's the story of my first fight. But Nate Robinson Challenge. So this takes place, like I said, at West End. This was 2017, seventh grade year of middle school. All right. So in the seventh grade, what they don't tell you is that fifth and sixth grade, once you're assigned to a class, you go everywhere with that class, unless you have band, in which case obviously you're separated. But you go to every single class with that class. Usually they have teachers that teach 2 different subjects each, right? So fifth and sixth grade, that was the case, right? Fifth grade, I had 2 teachers. Sixth grade, I had 3, right? But that's besides the point. Seventh grade, you started to get separated based off your grades and how well you do in your classes, right? So unfortunately, unlike a lot of my peers, and when I say peers, I'm talking about my close friends, they didn't really apply themselves as well as I did at the time. Or when I say apply myself, I'm talking about in terms of like either they didn't apply themselves because they were smart, like there's some smart people, or they were just plain stupid. Like, nothing I can say about it. And for any one of my homies that knows that that was with me in 7th grade that takes offense to this, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Real shit, tell me I'm lying. You can't.
You cheated on the test.
That's besides the point, right? So you started to get separated. So I was put into more of the more advanced classes, like the honors classes, while they were taking the standard classes. By the way, me saying that they were playing stupid doesn't mean that taking standard classes makes you stupid. That's not what I'm saying at all. I took lots of standard classes throughout high school. I took a lot of honors classes too, but I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking standard classes. I'm just saying in regards to those people specifically at that time period. But yeah, so we're here in school, all right, and due to this, my schedule works like this, right? I have standard science, and then I go to honors social studies, and then I think I had standard social studies, and then I had honors math, honors English, right? So until I stopped doing the work and flunked out or whatever. Well, not flunked out, but they moved me out of the class. So that was what it was. But when I was there at the time, and this incident actually took place in the 7th period of that class. I had a teacher, Her name was Miss Nada. Is Miss Nada. I still follow her on Instagram. You know, I heard she's doing well with her and her kids. I love that for her. She's a very sweet lady, right? But she was really into Harry Potter too. You know, I was a part of. We actually had house teams, and house teams would get like a party every like month or so, or some shit like that. Like, I was a part of Team Gryffindor, even though I myself find myself to be a Ravenclaw. I mean, I don't know too much about Harry Potter, but I just feel like I fit Ravenclaw better. But that's besides the point, right? So we're in second period, and unfortunately this teacher, while being very nice, that unfortunately made her a bit of a pushover. You know, like, anybody that would just, you know, she just wouldn't really put her foot down on shit. You feel me? So there, we had this dude in class. His name was Terry, right? His name was Terry. And then we had this other dude. His name was Gabe, right? So Terry he was like 12, 13 at the time, right? Like average age of a 7th grader. But he was like 6 feet tall. Yeah, he was really, really tall. Which, personally, I don't know why anybody would mess with him, you know, if he's that big. But, hey, to each their own, I guess, you know. And, Gabe, he thought he was just that one kid that would play lacrosse and thought he was hot shit just because his mom works in the front office. You know, so he would talk a lot of shit he had no business talking at all. He would fight a lot of niggas he had no business fighting at all. And just a lot of shit. I don't know. I never liked him. You know, like, I don't know. I never disliked him, but I never liked him, if that makes sense. Right? He actually fought my homie Amir over a lunch seat one time. Which, you know, Amir, if you're watching this, dog, like, a lunch seat, my nigga, seriously, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Do better. But that's besides the point, right? This man, so we were in second period, right? I'd say this was around September or October. All right. Terry is asleep in class, right? And obviously Miss Nada's trying to teach, so she obviously, you know, takes a little bit of an offense to him sleeping while she's trying to teach, right? So Gabe is over here trying to be the white knight, you know, and like, you know, be like, hey, don't be sleeping in class, this and all this other shit, right? So then he gets up and he starts bugging, bro, right? And I'm just watching. I'm like, is this really what you want to do? You know, I don't say it, but I think it. I'm like, is this really what you want to do? You know? And he just starts, you know, he just gets up and they get into it. He starts talking to him, and no bullshit, right? I cannot make this up. I'm gonna show you a demonstration, and then I'm gonna go ahead and also show you a video clip to exemplify this shit, because there is no better way I can explain it than this. So imagine he has his head down like this, right? He sits up, he looks around, he gets up out of his chair like so, right? Takes one look at Gibson. He has to look down at him because he's so tall. Bow! Right hook straight to the face. Drops him straight like that. He falls face down, just like that. Face down, right? And I'll go ahead, and that's like why I said the Nate Robinson challenge, because I'm about to go ahead and play the clip of the Nate Robinson knockout right here.
He's singing the hymns. He's trying to get
Cut the fucking music, bro. Nate. Why? Like, why? I mean, we knew you were gonna lose, but come on, bro. Like, I'm still mad about this shit. I remember I watched this shit live and all the memes they said about you. Matter of fact, let's pause the video real quick. Let's look at just like one or two real quick. Like this. And this. Oh, and let's not forget this. Held us back 400 years with this fight. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm glad people are still spamming your comments with Jake Paul knockout memes. So, pretty much from there, and the worst part is nobody tried to catch him, like, at all. Like, nobody tried to catch him at all. Like, when he fell, he just fell, you know. And it was really embarrassing to see, because he just got dropped for talking that shit he had no business talking. But at the same time though, it's like, I don't know. And ever since then, nobody said shit to that dude. I mean, people already weren't saying shit to that dude because he was 6 feet tall at the age of 13. But after that, for sure, no one ever said shit to that dude. But yeah, man, shorter story time, but you know, there wasn't a lot of details here, but I just hope you enjoyed. And like I said, it's always a blessing to have anybody watch these videos, let alone the amount of people that watch these videos. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. You know, this video making stuff has really been my escape from a lot of the stuff that I've been going through over the past few months and everything like that. And real quick at the end, I know it's the end, but I really just want to go ahead and relay a message. Just don't feel like you have to beg somebody in order to, like, you know, engage with you. If they really wanted to hang out with you, if they really wanted to text you and all this other shit, they would. If they wanted to respond, they would have. You feel me? Just, you know, I had to learn a long time ago the hard way that, you know, not everybody wants to fuck with you like you want to fuck with them. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all so much for watching the video. Like I said, it's a blessing. Love y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for watching this video presentation.